Welcome back to Business with Haitian American Millennials. Today I have a very special treat for you. I'm going to be, you know what? I'm going to let her introduce herself. I'm not going to ruin the surprise for you guys. So stay tuned.
Joker still a level. Nègre dit nous fait l'argent sale. Pas de nap trap, nap moving dope. Nègre dit nous fait l'argent sale. L'argent, l'argent, l'argent sale. L'argent, l'argent, l'argent sale. L'argent, l'argent, l'argent sale. L'argent, l'argent, l'argent sale. Joker still a level. Nègre dit nous fait l'argent sale.
Haitian American Millennials. I have with you here
Chelsey.
All right. Tell these guys a little bit about you. What do you do?
So I'm currently in grad school. I'm graduating in 2 months.
Ooh. Okay.
Finally.
Big boss. What for l'argent?
So work full time. I go to FDU. Let's see. That's pretty much it. Work school. You're kind of like not doing anything. I work for the Superior Court. Yeah, that's
Oh l'argent. Attendez, court, oui.
that's in and of itself a different story. But yeah,
And how long have you been doing that job for?
It's been about a year that I've been there. Since actually around the time with grad school, I pretty much started there, which is, it's been a really great experience. It's been, learning a lot, dealing with a lot of people, especially like being in grad school. Key thing is like getting experience. So being in the courts is definitely one of those things that has allowed me to get a lot of exposure, experiences, skill sets. So, yeah.
Nice. All right, so today we're going to be discussing, is grad school worth it? Stay tuned. So, all right, so today's topic, we're going to be discussing whether you think grad school is worth it or not.
Yeah.
I'm not a grad student. I was like, once I was done with undergrad, I was like, me, women, Woody Philogene. No, I'm about to buy that. I can't get out of that Misa and then go and jump into more Misa. But to each their own. We have one brave soul here.
That's
She's
true.
in grad school, and she's going to tell us about her experiences. So,
Okay, so is grad school worth it? So that question in and of itself is loaded. That's such a loaded question because especially coming from, a Haitian background, after you get out of undergrad, even if your parents didn't go to school, it's like, oh, you're not going to get your master's? You're not going to do something more?
I hear that every day.
You're not going to do something else?
And like, what fiatu? Like,
or my mom would be like, c'est pas comme voyou. I'm like, okay, but you don't know the half of it.
Word, John.
So coming out of undergrad, basically I had a job. It was a mediocre job. Wasn't really doing much. I contemplated law school. I contemplated grad school. But I knew that I kind of needed something more. Only because I think that when it comes to grad school, you have to see it in the sense of whether or not you think that this degree or whatever you're going for is going to help you in the future. And I think that was key. Whether or not it's going to help you. So if I was just going to grad school because I thought, oh, I just need another degree, definitely not worth it. Not worth it at all. Because I guess at the end of the day, it's like, if I get a degree in grad school and it doesn't contribute to my goals at the end, then I'm just taking out debt for no reason.
Okay. So, you mentioned something that I like there, to talk about debt. So, tell me, what is it like financially being in grad school? Y'all saw that face?
Grad school, unlike undergrad, and I guess there's two differences for grad school. Number one, there's no such thing as grants. So Pell Grant, scholarships, you can get scholarships, but that's different. But even if you're in a financial need, where in undergrad you got, TAG, you got Pell Grant, you got different things that the school was willing to give you as grant money that you didn't have to pay back. In grad school, FAFSA and financial aid does not give you that.
You're not getting none of that stuff.
None of it. Only thing you're getting is loans. And once you max out on your loans, then you have to just find loans from somewhere else. And that's what I had to do.
So what is it, like a loan finding games? Or you just keep galilong. Okay.
Because they give you a set amount. They give you like 10,000 per se for like the year. Or is it? I don't know if it's the year each semester. I don't remember. But, and once you get that money, it's like you better hope that your school falls into that range as far as the amount of the cost for it. And if your school doesn't, like my school, then you're going to need more loans.
So 10,000 wouldn't cover it. What is that a semester, a year, or what?
That's a semester. That's a semester, yeah.
I know you Canadians are probably thinking, what the hell? Welcome to America. Make America.
I think the second thing though with grad school that makes it very different from undergrad. Undergrad, once you reach 15 credits, you can take 21 credits, you can take 24 credits, you will pay the same amount. Once you reach 15 credits, it doesn't matter if I take 21. It doesn't matter if I take 24 because I'm going to pay that same amount because I've already maxed out on the 15. Grad school is not like that.
Per credit, you want more?
Per credit. So if you're paying for that extra 3 credit, you're paying for that extra 3 credit.
Wow.
Period.
Is grad school, so per credit, is it more expensive than undergrad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so what are you studying in grad school? Like what program?
So I'm doing my master's in public administration with a concentration in public management. So basically, in layman terms, that's basically a degree for nonprofit organizations if you want to work there, government agencies if you want to work there, basically anything to do with civil service, human resources. A lot of people have that degree. So it's one of those degrees that allows you to do a variety of different things without limiting to you to a specific career path. And that's really pretty much why I chose it.
Okay. So do you know what you want to do with it afterwards, or did you just took it because you'll have a lot of options after?
If I have my way, if I have my choice, I have two. Actually, okay. I guess I have 3 places that I can go with it that I'm not opposed to. Number 1 is human resources. Definitely want to get into human resources only because of the fact that the job market for HR is huge. You could take HR anywhere.
Everywhere needs HR.
Anywhere. Working in a school district, working in the court system, working in a private sector, everywhere needs HR. So
HR.
That
human resources, right?
Yeah,
right.
That's definitely my number 1. Number 2 would be staying in the court system, working my way up, administration, management. That's the other choice because I currently am in that field. I think a third choice would probably be educational system. With my degree, again, you can work in higher education, working in colleges, universities, Board of Ed. So, yeah.
So, you said it could be like $10,000 per semester. How many semesters are in the typical
grad program?
Yes.
4.
4. So $40,000, just like that. Boom.
And that's only if your school is actually within that $10,000 radius. Again, my school is not.
So,
Fairleigh Dickinson cost more for me to go there. So although the government gave me the $10,000, I had to take additional loans in order to cover my tuition.
Wow.
Without even living on campus.
And would you say that it's easy, like, depending on the school, you could easily double that?
Definitely.
Triple?
I have someone, what school did they say they go to? I don't remember the name of the school, but that's paying $70,000 for grad school.
Per what?
Per year.
And then that's 2 years. That's $140,000.
Oh, I remember the school now. It was like BC. Burlington? I said Burlington. Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because she got into Boston and she got into Fairleigh. And the only reason why she didn't go to Boston was because of the fact that it was like 70.
Well, hopefully when you come out, these jobs that you mentioned, are they 6-figure jobs, or how long do you think it'll take you to pay these loans back? Are you even looking forward to it, or do you wish you could just stay in school and defer it indefinitely?
If I could stay in school and defer them, would I? Probably not. Honestly, the headache of being in school, the anxiety of completing assignments and tests and studying, kind of over it. Kind of over it.
Well, I remember all the anxiety I went through just in undergrad. But that brings me to the next thing. What is grad school like academically? And let's compare it to undergrad, to a typical undergrad program.
Okay, so I'm going to try to do this without kind of belittling my program or my school.
Okay, so you mind telling us, what is grad school like academically?
As opposed to undergrad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How was your undergrad experience? How about that?
Oh, no, mine was horrible. I'm not scared to say it. I went to Rutgers, New Brunswick, and I studied biological science, and it was hell. Muck it movie. Talk about anxiety. Are you screwed? I was screwed. Bad experience.
You know what's funny? They when I remember when I first got to Rutgers, they're like, "Are you screwed?" I was like, "What?" They was like, "You'll learn." And I was just like,
That's how
I don't know what that is.
But hey, I stuck with it and I graduated, and I'm not doing anything with that degree. But that's another story for another time.
I think the biggest thing with undergrad is your life revolves around school. So, you know, you live on campus, or even if you don't live on campus, you go to school, you have 5 classes, you know, you have assignment due every 2 weeks, you're handing in something. There's always some tests that you got to study for. You know, everything's broken down into sections, you know. With graduate school, it's not like that. You know, I walk into a class, I look at the syllabus, and it's like, okay, midterms are here, finals are here, your papers due here. That's it. And I think that when it comes to undergrad, everything is more of a concept. You're learning about the concept. You're learning about the theory. You're learning about, you know, that sort of thing. Whereas graduate school is like, okay, now that I've taught you how to do X, Y, Z, I've taught you what X, Y, Z is, produce it.
You see, that's what I always felt like was missing. And because I'm good with like specifics and stuff.
Yeah.
That whole concept and theory and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm like, yo, that just doesn't work in the real world. So you're saying grad school will prepare you more for the real world versus undergrad? Huh.
Exactly. Because in grad school, everything is more project based. So, for example, my program, I took a class, for example, budgeting and finance. If it was an undergraduate class, it would just be pretty much a statistical type of class. You do work in Excel, learning terms, you know, understanding why this works, what this does, and that's pretty much it. And you take your exam basically on all the information that they've taught you throughout the whole semester. The biggest differences in grad school is when I took the class, by the end of the class, it was like, okay, now that you've learned about budgeting and finance, create a budget for a company. You know, create the statistical data for a company. You know, what is your budget looking like? What is your revenue looking like? You know, what are you spending money on? How much are you paying the employees?
Are they giving you real companies to do this on?
They're giving you scenarios. So, for example, my professor would put together something and he's like, okay, your employee makes $3,000 every 2 weeks. So he's not going to tell me that I have to pay $2 million, hypothetically, for the full year for my employee. He's going to tell me how much my employee does weekly, and I need to figure out how much of my budget is going for the full year to my employee salary.
Smart.
So it's definitely, that is one thing about grad school, which has been, you know, amazing. And it's, as opposed to undergrad, it's just because I kind of get to do real world, exactly, hands-on experiences.
Okay. Would you say it's more stressful though? Anxiety and all that stuff. Like if I had a bad experience in undergrad, you think it'd be more or less the same in grad school, or is it different? Or?
Okay, so every grad school is different. Every program is different. You know, if you ask somebody in my position in nursing, that question is like, come on, grad school's crazy. You know, but me personally in my program, you know, in my school, the only reason why I would say that grad school is less stressful is because I don't have to force myself to memorize anything. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the information, I'll take exams.
Part of undergrad.
Exactly. Like, I'll take exams, but my exams are so much based on things that I kind of know because of my in-class assignments, because of the hands-on experiences. They always say that you learn more by doing.
You're right.
And because I'm constantly doing, when it comes to the exams, I don't even have to like stress myself about studying. I'll look over some things, but I'm not sitting there like, okay, what's this definition? I need to know word for word what this means, what it says, so I can write it down on the test. Okay. I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't do that. Okay, I guess we'll go into the is it worth it portion of your grad program. I know I mentioned, especially in the beginning, a little bit about making sure that whatever you're going to do, you're going to actually use. I think that's pretty much key, I think for me personally, when you go into a graduate program, you need to understand what it's going to do for you career-wise. When I walked into my graduate program, it wasn't more so that, public administration, this is what I want to do, and this is my dream. And it was more so that this is going to make me more marketable for the job market. Okay. So when you look at my resume, it's not like, oh, well, you have all of these experiences, you have this, you have that. It's like, I have this, plus I have this, And I think that is really, really key in any field, in anything. Some people walk into graduate school and it's like, I need to go to graduate school because I don't know what I'm going to do. If you don't tailor graduate school and combine it with job experiences, you're still going to be in the same boat that you were in undergrad. Okay. You're going to have a degree with no experience. Okay. So making sure that whatever graduate program you are in, use that to your advantage. Use that to get experience in work. Get that experience in the job field that you want to be in, working in the office, working in a hospital, whatever you want to do. But like, you have to get that experience, because once you graduate grad school, no one's going to be looking at you like, let me give you an internship. Now it's going to be on your own to either get that job or don't get that job. And it's just so much easier to get something without them having to pay you when you're in school. It is.
Makes sense. Well, overall, good stuff. Thank you for coming on to the show. Is there one question I have for you. Name one thing you wish you would have known before going to grad school. Whether it's you should have went earlier, or you shouldn't have went, or how much it's going to cost. And one thing you wish somebody would have told you before going to grad school.
I think the one thing that I wish I would have known going to grad school was, if you don't have to take out the loan, or if you don't have to take out that extra $1,000 or that extra $2,000, don't. Because I think that when you're in school, the idea of getting that refund check, the idea of getting just that extra money, that extra cushion, exactly, like just for now.
Right, Miami, there I come to go fight.
All the time.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But yeah,
that refund check, and then when you get out of grad school and you finally are, you finally have your salary job, you know how much money you're going to be making, you can anticipate what your bills are going to look like. You call your companies, your loan companies, you're like, all right, so how much I'm going to have to pay you a month? And then you find out, I'm going to have to pay like $900, $1,000 a month in loans.
$1,000 a month in loans?
I'm not that far off.
Them loans, no wonder. Oh, it's a crisis.
When you have to start paying those back, and then you're looking like, first of all, when did I actually take out all of this money?
Wow.
And it's like, I really have to pay you guys back. Like,
wow. So that's all of you that your parents like, oh, cut master did good. That's $1,000 a month. You about to have to pay back that nice house, that nice car, that nice apartment. What's the top game?
That's true. It's true.
I hope it was worth it.
And I think what it is like, if you have that extra $200 that you can put towards tuition so that you don't have to take out that loan, or that extra $300, or even pretty much everyone in grad school works, So if you can put $1,000, even if it's just $1,000 towards grad school, just so you don't have to take out that $1,000 loan, do it.
Cause them interest rates,
Exactly. Just
they'll
do
kill
it.
you. It's them interest rates that really get you.
You'll be happier, and then.
But then again, so I guess coupled with what you said, if you're going to grad school, make sure it's going for, you know what you're going for. Make sure it's going for something specific. Don't just go just because mom and dad said to go to. Because you'll end up with no job, like you said, and owing $1,000 a month. So
That's
you better
true.
hope that you
Do your research.
beforehand. Well, anyway, that was business with Haitian American Millennials. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think below. Let us know if you like what Chelsey had to say, if you found it informative, or if you think she's full of crap, just like you think I'm full of crap too. Alright? Or if you differ, please.
I could be.
See you guys next time.